Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play, getting hit by a random blue beam. But no, this is StarFox Adventure, sadly, for this game. We're not going to be hit continuously. In the last episode, we actually got a Crusoe spirit, took it back to Crusoe Palace, and if you can even imagine beyond that, we also opened up the gate to the next area, which is Dragon Rock, my personal favorite in the entire game. So in this episode, we are going to navigate through Dragon Rock and hopefully get the next spellstone here. I don't know why I'm scrolling for that. There we go. So what you need to do first is go up here to the north and then climb up this metal wall. Let me get rid of the fire here. And what we're going to be doing is navigating our way around this, and notice stepping on these will stall them, but that's not important quite yet. It will be pretty close to right now, but not directly yet. Let's get this thing out of the way. And we'll get rid of this. And now we have one of these again, another bomb, essentially. So we're just going to carry it through the path. This one's actually very, very easy to carry it through. Just set it down right here. And when we click on this thing, or use the staff to activate the switch, rather, that will make this thing come over here and pick the barrel up. So you can go ahead and stand on this one, and you won't have to wait for it at all. Actually, we'll have to wait, but you won't have to worry about the fire getting it on this first one. Wait till it passes, and go. Very, very easy. Thank you, my good man. Now let's make sure not to fall off or mess up the throw. And just like that, we are inside. So if you follow the path around here, and watch out for this, obviously. I got hit by it anyway. Last. That will unlock this area over here, which is actually nowhere near where we are right now, but we'll get back to it pretty quickly here. And I'm just going to jump off because honestly I can take the damage, I really don't care that much. So what you've probably already noticed is these dudes over here are getting very, very irritating, and I would like to kill them, but sadly you can't right off the bat because, as you can probably already tell, they have a force field around them, and that makes them currently unkillable. So really all you can do is just avoid them. As best you can, anyway. They're probably actually the most annoying thing in this entire game.
You have done well to find me, but there are others.
Yeah, I know. Your Thorntail friend told me all about it.
I am pleased to hear of his safety, but the High Top is not so fortunate. Together, we can free him.
Oh, I'm not paid enough for this. Okay, what do we do?
The High Top will be an easy target for the patrolling robots. With their shields, they are unstoppable. However, each one has a shield generator hidden somewhere nearby. If we can destroy these, the robots will be defenseless.
So what do you expect me to use? This?
Of course not. This. Now get on my back. Let's do some damage.
It's clobbering time. Yeah. Before we do that, however, let's go ahead and grab some health here. Okay, so now that we have the Earthwalker here, this makes things a lot easier for two reasons. One, it's a lot easier to navigate with this guy. You do have to watch his health, but, you know, regardless, you'd have to watch your own health anyway. And two, he also comes with very powerful attacks. So what you want to do is find these areas that have these little green lines like this, and use A for the Tusk attack, and that will weaken a robot nearby. I'm not sure which one that weakened, but it did weaken one of them, I can assure you of that. Okay, I believe the other one, or one of the other ones, is in this little thing right here, yes. That's two of them. This guy can take a fairly decent amount of damage, so don't worry about it too much, just pay attention. Yeah, he took a little bit right there, but whatever. Okay, one of them is on the very corner at the outside right here. Not this corner. I think it's this one back here, not 100% sure. Been a while since I've gone through Dragon Rock. Run these guys over! If only you could. There's one right there. Dude, let me go around you for crying out loud. They are generally... There we go. It's hidden behind that rock. No wonder I couldn't find it. Alright, that takes care of that. Is there any place near here? Not really, so we're just going to go back to this one, I guess. That'll work. Oh, and don't worry about staff energy in this area, because it's actually not that bad at all. You can see these plants are all over the place. So let's do that. And that will unlock a pathway. I believe it's across here. You can't see it on this screen. You can kind of see it on the map here a little. Now you can see it. That's better. Okay, so what's inside here? Ooh, staff energy, I like it. And there's also some health right here. And there's also this guy. Now, you can actually free him by hitting all 4 of the targets down here, but I find it much easier to do so from up top, so that's what we're going to do. The first time I played this game, I didn't realize you could actually go up here and hit the target, so I was trying to hit it from down there, and hitting it at an angle is a lot harder than hitting it from right here. Because as we all know, it's not supposed to go at an angle. But anyway, now you do have to do this pretty quickly because if you don't do it fast enough, the chains will show up again. So you have to be pretty quick. It's not like if you don't do it correctly the first time, you instantly fail or anything, but whatever. There we go. I had to get that first one again, but that wasn't too bad. And he breaks his little things off, which is actually a pretty clever way to do it. But now we have freed the second of 3 of his friends. Let's see if he can help us out here.
I guess we're ready to go.
Go where?
We're crossing the plain, and you're
To the
going
great
to have
beyond.
to protect me.
This is the new land before time. Back when it was actually, you know, decent movies and not the crappy TV show for kids. I'm talking the old school movies like 1, 2, kinda 3, whatever. Anyway, now we get to play this terrible minigame. This is actually really difficult if you're not used to the controls on the Fire Blaster. Fortunately, there is no limit at all to the fire or energy meter on this at all. So that's always nice. But essentially, as he's crossing this entire plane, he does essentially, I think, like a giant loop or near a giant loop. What he's going for is all the way over there, which I don't understand why he couldn't have just gone the other direction, but hey, whatever. But you're going to be protecting him from these things. And let me warn you right now, it looks easy because there's only, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 of them, but they will start spawning in crazy numbers by the end of this. And they can go through the rocks. Like, if they hit that rock right there, they just go right through it. It doesn't actually damage them or anything. Fortunately, you can, you know, fire as much as you want, so you can go absolutely crazy here. You just got to line up your shots just for a split second long enough to hit the A button, and then you're good. And he can take a fairly decent amount of hits, so it's really not that bad. It's just like, it's long, and it's not really boring per se, but I'm one of those people that always tries to make sure that I don't get hit by a single shot. So that's kind of always the thing. I always try to make sure that I don't get hit by anything. You'll have this little bit of a break here. And sometimes instead of just sending out a big group like it did right there, it will send out one after one after one after one, and it'll just send them in really quick, you know, numbers like that. Fortunately, as they get closer, it is easier to hit them, so that's always pretty helpful. Alright, there we go. Yeah, but whenever it starts sending them out, like I told you, like where it sends them one at a time, and that's how you can tell you're getting pretty close to the end of it. Alright, there we go. But the reason I always like this is you're essentially just like tearing apart the entire area, which is always awesome. cannot believe I didn't get hit by anything right there. Whoa. There's no way I'm dodging all these. I got hit by one of them. Alright, what do you got? I know there's more to this. Oh, well, I guess
That's what
not.
I was looking for.
Oh well. But yeah, only he can hit the switch up here, and you can't use your fire blast or anything to get rid of it. So, there we go.
It's up to you guys now. You'll figure it out.
Gee, thanks. That's helpful. Anyway, now we get the final puzzle here to get the final of his friends free. So let's go ahead and take care of these guys, because I believe you actually have to. I think ice is probably the easiest way to get rid of these dudes. Yep. Might be the only way you can get rid of them. But that's beside the point. I'm pretty sure you do need to get rid of all these guys, because you can see that life force barrier up there, and I'm pretty sure these are the things you have to kill. There's one more right here. And we'll get rid of him. And yep, sure enough, that did the trick. And we're actually freeing that dude right there. As you can see, there's a little fire thing that we'll have to have tricky hits later on. We don't need health right now. But essentially, for most of this, we're going to be trying to carry this bomb through all the areas. So, the first thing you're going to need to do is, I believe, step on the switch, and that will trigger this thing to go over here. But you actually have to stay on the switch, and it'll be going through fire, as you can already tell here. So what we're going to be doing is navigating it through the fire and the flames. And wow, I am actually very, very surprised I managed to get that on the first try. Usually it takes me 3 or 4 tries to get. And I actually accidentally stepped off the switch too soon. Make sure you don't do that, because then it'll just freeze in midair. Okay, it dropped it. There we go. Still, very surprised I got that on the first try, because usually I don't. And it's not because, like, I missed the timing on it. It's just, like, I always aim too early or too late. Let's go ahead and get this since it spawned back again. And I'm pretty sure the rest of this is fairly straightforward, but I'm going to run through it before I pick up the bomb just to be sure. Oh yeah, okay. I remember this. This is easy. This first one is anyway. The second one's kind of hard to time, but whatever. You just line up the shot, wait till the fire's gone, and throw it. And there we go. That takes care of the first one. I believe this one's not too bad either. These first ones only have one flame going, so it's pretty easy to time. The second one, however, not the second one, the third one, which is the last one, fortunately, is a little bit more difficult to time. That would be why. And yeah, that is the last one. Is there anything over here besides this health? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, but that was a Bafom dead, not health. Never mind. And the really bad thing about it is whenever you mess it up, you have to redo the entire puzzle. Not just that one part with the bomb, but you also have to navigate it through these things again. So yeah, this thing is pretty annoying. Because you really, really don't want to mess it up. It just went right in between. I had 2 shots and they both just went right in between that target. Not lined up here well at all. There's not a good way to line up on these. Like, you always have a really bad shot at one of them, at least. And I got it, and also blew up the bomb at the same time. Great. Obviously, you want to make sure that you don't do that. might have been a bit too early, but oh well. I get it? Yeah, there we go. Now, you don't need staff energy for the second half of this, fortunately, but I always try to keep it really high, so... I may or may not be cutting some footage on some stuff, depending on how long this takes, because I do want to at least get back to the... not Crozet Palace. I do want to at least get back to Thorntail Hollow, at least, so... If it ends up taking a little bit longer than I want, then I will be cutting some of this out. Which I know I talked about how, like, 1 or 2 episodes ago, I always try to leave stuff in, but I usually try to leave in backtracking so to make sure you guys don't get lost. There's a difference between backtracking and me just repeating the same thing over and over 50,000 times. It's like the one thing with watching somebody's, like, Kaizo Mario run when they're using save states. It's like, I like watching that stuff, don't get me wrong, but for crying out loud... Okay, that's your opportunity to go for it. Okay. But for crying out loud, whenever you just see the same 5 seconds of the puzzle again and again and again, it's just like, you never want to see it again. You're not even the one playing it, and you're getting sick of it. Alright, good. And so now we're in here, and what we actually need to do is have Tricky down here to use Flame. I believe he is. Actually, you only have to hit the switch once. What am I talking about? You have to hit the switch once, and then after that you can jump down here. If not, you don't need another barrel or anything like that. And we just need Tricky to use Flame at the right time here. I'm going to guess right now. I have no idea when. Okay, a little bit later. Where'd the... Dude.
Flame.
Ah, Tricky. Why'd you walk around me?
Get me out of here. Flame.
Okay, let's try it now. There we go.
Look out.
And that frees the third and final dude.
Are you okay?
Now, if I remember correctly, this is a conversation that always confused me.
Hey, aren't you a friend of Crystal?
How do you know Crystal?
How do you know Crystal's name? She's been captured in a crystal the entire time and unable to talk to you.
And I've been stuck here ever since.
And they never show how he knows Crystal's name.
I need to stretch my wings.
But whatever. Now here comes probably the hardest part in all of Dragon Rock, minus that stupid puzzle that we just did a minute ago.
To get inside, you will have to destroy the 4 spires that protect it. I will fly you in close, but you'll have to protect me from
This will have a lot of cuts if I mess this up multiple times. What you're doing is hitting all these little red targets over here. You can barely make them out on the screen right now. I'll point them out whenever I get closer here. But you've also got to stay away from these stupid stinking things over here. These things right here. And it'll usually take you 2 trips around. So it's either a test of how fast can you be or endurance, depending on if you're fast enough to only have to go once time around or not. And I did not get very many good hits in on that one, sadly. Sometimes you can get it from a really far distance away and like just snipe it, which is awesome if you can pull it off, but I would not hold my breath over it. Okay, I think that was the 4th one or the 3rd one, so I think we're going back around a second time now. If not, it'll be the one after this, and hopefully... I don't think they get harder with these little dudes. I don't think they get harder with each rotation, minus the fact that they just sent me through a tree, so I couldn't see what I was doing. What the heck is that supposed to be, man? Okay, cool, there's one. There's 2. Now, sadly, these little dudes will still come at you even if you've already broken the red dot. whatever you want to call it, the target, the thing. They'll still come after you. So hopefully it'll only take you 2 tries, because if it takes you, like for example what I'm doing right here, and if I miss this, we're going to have to go all the way back around and try it again. The only way to actually fail this, obviously, is if you lose all your health, then you have to redo it. Fortunately, it only took 1 try. Now, after all that junk, the boss is easy. Really easy. Pretty much all you have to do is just fire at him like crazy with the staff. So, let's go ahead and see the boss. If I don't fall out of my chair. That's what I get for leaning back. But anyway. It's like half dragon, half robot. Basically, you just shoot at this guy while you're moving on this panel. The staff has infinite energy, so you don't have to worry about that. Pretty much all you have to watch out for, besides the fact that he's hitting you, is the obstacles in the way. So, first thing to watch out for is the fact that he will shoot fireballs at you, so obviously you gotta watch for that. Secondly, you do have to watch for the fire on the wall. You can hit one of these little panels, like this one for example, and, you know, stop it momentarily. Third, you need to watch out for the mines. Once again, you can blow these things up. And you can't always attack him. There's some points, like right here, where you just simply cannot hit him. And lastly, there are also hidden boxes. Well, not really hidden, but you can hit them, and then they will have silver rings in it, like in the R-Wing missions. And if you get those, obviously, they give you some energy back. But you can pretty much just go crazy on this dude. Now, his health does not drain fast at all. It takes a while for his health to drain, but regardless, it's still pretty easy to beat this guy. There's an example of that silver ring. Most of the time, I just try to shoot at him for the entire time. There are certain areas in this little area, it's just a gigantic square, really. There's certain areas where it's really, really easy to hit him, and then there's other areas where it seems like you can barely do anything at all. This is one of the areas where you can really get him good if you time it right. Okay, apparently I can't shoot the thing. Fortunately, since your health is pretty high, you're pretty much all good. Another area we can get him is pretty good at the end there. That box with the silver ring, since I'm going to hit this wall of fire. And apparently that wall as well. This area is always annoying because you're just zigzagging back and forth here. You can't do anything to him at all. Fortunately, you can get him really good at the end right there. Even if it is only momentarily. And then the thing loops back around again. Oh wow, I actually got him really good right there. I'm just going to take the hit, because it's actually only one hit right there, but you have to get rid of all 3 things. So in retrospect, it's probably just worth taking the hit and doing the damage. But yeah, this boss is really, like, strategy-wise, there is nothing to this except for just making sure you don't get killed. Which I guess that's the way for all bosses, but it's just a point-and-shoot type thing. I mean, there's no strategy, like you have to, you know, find a weak point or anything like that. Jeez, camera, pick a spot. I don't care what spot, just pick one. Okay, where did he go? Dude, where'd he go? Thank you. And now we get the zigzag crud again. I'm not going to be seeing anything for a little while here. Yeah, sometimes we'll get so far ahead of you, you can't really just aim at him. You just really have to avoid everything he throws at you or everything the stage has to put against you. Got him. Yeah, I know, I was not talking at all, but just how quickly can you press the A button and how well are you at watching, making sure other stuff doesn't get you. But yeah, that boss is really easy. The Bafomdads, I believe, activate automatically, and it won't make you refight the entire boss. So, you know, if you've got one Bafomdad and you mess up, then as long as you got one Bafomdad, you're pretty much safe.
Fox, you did it! You got the last spellstone!
Better believe it, son.
Not bad at all!
Get that spellstone back to the ocean force point, and we can all be on our way home.
There's an old friend we would all like to see.
Okay, guys, I'm
Is
out
it
of here.
Toadsworth? I
See you
certainly
later.
hope not.
Thanks again, Fox.
Good luck, my friend.
And we're actually going to go straight back to Dinosaur Planet. General Scales cannot have any dinosaurs ever again. You've stopped his evil meat and plans. This is the final spellstone, Fox. You need to get it back to the ocean force point as quickly as possible. With the seal closed, Dinosaur Planet will be saved. Pepper out. And we gotta fly through that one gold ring again, even though we've done it about 1 billion times now. But anyway, that's probably got us up to like the 85-ish% mark. Whenever I open up this file to start this recording, which is not a session, this is the only recording I'm going to be doing. I might do another one after this, but I'm not sure. But it was at 77%, so it's at least at 80 by now, most likely. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Which means I'm probably going to be showing off the Game Wheel Maze pretty soon. Because once you get the 4th Grizzle Spirit, or once you get the 5th Grizzle Spirit, it will automatically, or not automatically teleport you, but it will take you to Grizzle Palace, and the 6th one is at Grizzle Palace. So once you have the 5th one, you essentially cannot go back after that point. And there we go.
The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slippy out!
And with that out of the way, this has been pitmarthroy. Thank you guys for watching. And next time on Let's Play StarFox Adventures, we're going to be heading back to Cape Claw and to the Ocean Force Point Temple. I believe we'll also be able to pick up another thing for our staff energy meter, even though it's pretty late in the game. So that'll be pretty cool. So, see you guys then. And if I forget to do the Game Well Maze, I'm hoping most of you probably won't care. So, yeah. Anyway, after that awkward pause, I think that'll do it. So, see you guys in the next episode. Later.